Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
I remember watching the Imam read out his statement to the gunman. You transgressed and you thought you could break us. You failed miserably.
He said, if you have done anything, you have brought the community closer together with your evil actions.
Our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the believers in their mutual kindness, compassion, and sympathy are just like one body.
When one of the limbs suffers, the whole body responds to it with wakefulness and fever.
What might have been the final word said at the mosque were, hello, brother. The response?
3 bullets. Do you remember?
I witnessed a mother who lost a son holding back tears as she said,
Our beloved ones are martyrs. He thought that killing us would be the worst thing he could do.
But in Islam, to die in the act of prayer is to die as an honored shaheed.
Our religion asks us to forgive and forget. But do you realize how hard that could be when the murderer shows no remorse?
when he bloodies the carpets of your safe and sacred space,
When he sheds no tears for the weeping boy in his father's slackened arms.
When he said, I plan to burn them the most to inflict as many fatalities as possible.
March 15th feels like it's fading away. Do you remember? Do you remember the days after?
A catwalk of wonder hijabis and sympathetic faces.
Do you remember?
that fleeting moment of acceptance and connection,
And feeling like we were you and you were us, if even for a moment? Do you remember?
I remember. Vigils.
And remembrance.
and a promise not to forget.
Do you remember this is not us? Do you remember? Hiakaha?
I remember. Newland 2021. A man.
Who happened to be Muslim.
A man who took no lives, but his was taken.
A man who asked for mental health help but wasn't given any?
51 murdered and 49 injured by a white extremist.
Arrested to be proven guilty.
Versus 8 injured by a brown Muslim.
Guilty until proven oops, too late.
If you need me to prove my humanity, then I am not human.
When he stole the breath from our bodies,
When he wore the skin of our greatest fears.
And live streamed it for all the world to see.
He tattooed our flesh, a forbidden act he forced upon our souls.
and as his actions fade from the memory of our country like the white-grey tendrils of Bahur,
He spiral, a life stolen.
We will fan life into the embers so that the smoke is everlasting.
And like henna, remembrance of their lives stain the very walls of his prison.
ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون.
And never think that those who have been killed in the cause of God are dead. Rather, they are alive with their Lord, receiving provisions.
And
So we ask again, do you remember?